Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol NAKD. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. If you're new to charts and not sure what I mean by 30-minute, do offer an explanation video at that link. So if you go to that link, I'll explain in detail. Interesting movement today, not necessarily because the price exploded or anything like that, but because volume definitely did kick it up another notch. So got above average volume on the day. And then the price, was one of these situations where big volume came in and then the price just collapsed to the downside. It at least started to go sideways, but what really caught my eye, and I'm not saying this is some sort of great discovery on my part, I'm sure you noticed it too, but there was actually a little moment in time there where the price showed some upwards potential and showed that it can still move. I at some points, you always kind of have the question, man, can this thing ever move up again? Is there any sort of ability for this to move, or is this just going to be something that drifts slower and lower downwards? And it did show the ability to move. Now, granted, the price did slowly kind of pull back, but the idea here is that the price still did show the capability to get some upwards movement. Now, does that mean that it's for sure going to skyrocket going forward? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it at least makes sense to wonder and kind of keep an eye on it with the thought of, maybe there's going to be some sort of bounce back to the upside. So if there is going to be any sort of movement, the key level now to watch is just slightly up there above the 3-cent mark, and that's where not only did the miniature party, we'll call it, this morning stop, but it's also presented some problems in the past. So keep a close eye on that, and that's going to be the main level where if it can be broken, then the next level you would want to immediately turn your attention to is the 200-period moving average. That's quite a bit of ways. However, one hurdle at a time, and first off, the price just needs to get up above this 3-cent mark, and then, like I said, at that point doesn't mean it's skyrocketing upwards, but it becomes a much more viable situation where, you could see a bigger movement to the upside. And just to offer up context, this one has shown that it can bounce, and it can bounce very, very big. So I'm not talking about any of this from an investment standpoint where, hey, if it goes up, buy and then hold for the next 5 years. I'm not saying like that. I'm talking about this strictly from a trading perspective. So good to see some movement today. Good to see some above average volume. We have a very distinct and very clear kind of battleground line where the price needs to break above it. So let's see what happens with it. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.